Hi, in this quick video today, I want to show you how simple it is to do oil pulling. And you can work with coconut oil or with sesame oil. Both of these have been traditionally used in Ayurveda, which is the ancient Indian medicinal system. And so there is no right or wrong. Now, before I show you how I'm mixing mine, which is really not very complicated, is I want to just give you a sense of context. So what's interesting, there's a lot of things that have been done traditionally in Western herbalism, in Chinese medicine, in India and Ayurveda, that's been done for generations. And then today, we're finding all the research and science behind it, showing us how and why is it really effective, how does it impact our hormones or our nervous system or the brain function or the entire endocrine system, whatever it might be, right? So meditation, for example, is a very good example, right? Like how now we're putting people into MRIs and seeing what's happening with the brain, and now we know what the benefit of meditation is. But guess what? It's been around for 2,000 years. So here's an interesting thing about oil pulling technique, is that I have not found any research yet that will substantiate some of the claims that Ayurveda is making when it comes to oil pulling. So but that doesn't mean that there's no valid reason not to do it. In fact, in our community, whenever women will do oil pulling for at least, you're gonna try it for at least 2 to 3 weeks, right? They will go to the dentist, and the dentist will say, "What have you been doing? Your teeth look much whiter. When you have receding gums, that starts going away within like 2 days or even less." People start having much healthier gums overall. And the fascinating thing is that, our mouth has its own microbiome, its own bacterial profile. These oils help to rebalance that. And so that's also the one way to prevent cavities from happening, right? Is the bacteria that are causing cavities, and sugar makes it worse because sugar is what these bad bacteria are living on. So just because I can't give you any science behind it, I think just the evidence is good enough, the anecdotal evidence is good enough for me to say, do it. I think it's well worth it, especially if you're dealing with a lot of dental stuff. So whenever I personally do it, I do it and then I don't do it, right? It's one of those. So when I do self-care and I'm a little bit more conscious and committed to it, like when I don't have projects and I'm not traveling, I do it typically 3 to 4 times a week. If you are starting off with having a lot of dental problems, the recommendation from holistic dentists is to do this every day. In fact, no harm doing it first thing in the morning and later at night. I didn't shoot in my bathroom because it's too dark, so I'm in my kitchen, but I would typically do oil pulling when I'm going into the shower. So you want to oil pull for like a good 15 minutes. Let me dive into this in a second. Let's do the combination first. So like I said, I have coconut oil and I have sesame oil. You can use one or the other. I like to combine them together. The cool thing about sesame oil is that it does not harden, doesn't solidify when it's cold. Coconut oil does. So now we are in winter months, and that's why I would like to combine these two together. It's really as simple as putting whatever is the right amount you feel, and then I'm gonna combine it with the sesame oil. So that's gonna be, I'm just gonna top it up to make it even. Now I'm using raw sesame seed oil that's organic and cold pressed. If you can get it near you, then get that from Amazon. Pretty much everything you can get on Amazon these days. So that's that. Give it a little bit of a stir. What we're going to be doing is using 1 tablespoon of that oil combination for doing oil pulling. Let me start off right away. Okay, let me take it over from here with the voiceover since I can't talk anymore. As you can see, I'm swishing that oil around my mouth, but really what is even more important is to pull the oil in between your teeth. That's how you also get into the good bacteria and the bad bacteria. It's in between the teeth. One really important thing to note is please do not dispose of that oil once you're done into a sink or a toilet bowl because you might end up clogging it up. What's best to do is just to spit it out into a trash can.